Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Also the North Central Chaplain for Broken Chains JC. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. So this morning is May 9th. We're looking at Proverbs chapter 9. And as I was looking at verse 13 through 18 this morning, I saw something that I hadn't ever seen before. The woman Folly is rowdy. She's gullible and knows nothing. She sits by the doorway of her house on a seat at the highest point of the city, calling to those who pass by, who go straight ahead on their paths. First and foremost, I want you to notice that Folly, the woman Folly, the opposite of the Holy Spirit, is calling out to the people that are doing the right thing. They're going the right way. They're going straight on their path. She calls out and she says to the people that don't have the experience to know any better. It actually says, calling to those who pass by, who go straight on their paths. Whoever is inexperienced, enter here. To the one who lacks sense, she says, stolen water is sweet, and bread eaten secretly is tasty. As I was looking at that this morning, I realized, it's not just about the physical idea of stealing what you need to survive. As I looked at it closer and I went and looked at it in the Hebrew, it can have a much deeper connotation. And the Hebrew just affirmed what God had already showed me. But the reality is, how often when we're inexperienced do we see things that nobody will know? When you're single man, single woman, you look at porn, you read things you shouldn't, you communicate with people you shouldn't, you masturbate, you lust, you think about things, and you think it's no big deal, everybody does it. I'm not hurting anybody. It's the bread that's secretly, it's tasty. The water that's sweet. You enjoy it. Matter of fact, it gets a hold of you and you don't ever want to give it up. But what you don't know is that as you enter in that door, all the departed spirits are there. And they want to hold on to you. Guys, pastors don't talk about it enough, but it sucks you in and it holds you deep and keeps you captive. And you can't have experience if nobody talks to you about it. And so I guess it's my job to talk to you about it today. The things you do in secret that nobody could possibly know about could be the things that are holding you back. It's time to get a hold of those things. Pay attention to wisdom. The beginning of chapter 9 talks about wisdom, the Holy Spirit, and what the Holy Spirit can do for you. Make you wise and wiser still. Teach you a righteous man, and he will learn more. Fear the Lord. Fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the Holy One for understanding. You can get back on the straight path. You can walk out of there. There's nothing keeping you there. But it's not going to be easy once you go down that path. It's going to be really hard. The woman Folly is rowdy. She sits by the doorway of her house on a seat at the highest point of the city, calling to those who pass by. Guys, it is what it is. We need to be aware. You could be walking the straight and narrow path and doing the right things, and just get off a little bit because some thought, some word from somebody leaves you thinking, well, it's no big deal. You know, I'm not gambling away my whole paycheck, so it's not a big deal. I'm not getting drunk every night, it's not a big deal. And maybe it's not for you. I can't judge that. But what I can tell you is once you enter that door, it's a lot harder to turn around and walk back out. The steps are steep. They take a lot of effort. You're going to need a lot of help and guidance to get you through it. You're going to need a church family that gets the process of sanctification, which, by the way, if you didn't know, same process that the 12 steps use to get you through an addiction. The only difference is you got people that understand a higher power in the church. You should, better than you do at an A meeting. Although sometimes I wonder about that. Joel, that's my job. Try to keep it real. I appreciate all of you. I love y'all. I hope you have a great day. God bless.